should be live on YouTube. There we go. Global Service Jam 2019, Power Up number 2. It's March 30th, and I'm here with a few people from the jams and a few people from the headquarters, starting with a familiar face, Marcus.
Hey, Mark.
How is day 2?
Day 2 is amazing. We see a lot of energy kind of rolling across the planet, jam by jam. We have kind of the big jam day Saturday in Europe, and we're soon approaching the main jam day in the Americas. The first jams in the Middle East are now starting to close down. So it's saying goodbye to some really great friends, and but also going full steam for still most of the jam community.
Yeah, because Sunday will be the last day, tomorrow will be the last day, and we'll be doing another Power Up tomorrow. Marcus, you already hinted yesterday upon a few things, and one of them was the Deep Jam, and we have the Deep Jam headquarters also present in this call. Let's talk a little bit about that, because that's a prototype, a shitty first draft this year. So let's move over to Bas. Bas, I'm going to unmute you, and there we go. Long time no see, Bas. How are you doing?
Hey, Mark. I'm good. And you?
I'm doing really well. Really happy to see everybody. How is your involvement in the jam this year, and what is this mysterious Deep Jam? Could you explain it a little bit more?
Yeah, so Marcus and Adam dragged me in really into this great mayhem. I always love to be dragged into things by them, so that's all good. And the idea was, I guess, to do something for jammers who've been involved already for a couple of years, or people who might think, well, I'm experienced in service design, I don't need to have that kind of coaching, that mentoring that the jam normally offers, but I really want to do something. So what we came up with is kind of a different brief actually for experienced people who need no mentoring. And as we offered a choice to all the jam hosts to offer that Deep Jam, as we called it, as well. And I think quite a few took it up. I'm not sure about the exact numbers. Quite a few said maybe. We'll probably find out only by Sunday when everything's uploaded how many people have taken it up. But it's quite a few, I think.
Okay. I see Kieran just joined in from Dubai. Kieran, we'll be with you in a second. We're now talking about the Deep Jam. So you said it's for more experienced jammers. What's the format? How does it work? How is it different than the regular jam?
So I already mentioned there's no mentoring there. So basically at the beginning of the jam, you choose in which one you go, the regular jam or the Deep Jam. And then if you go into the Deep Jam, you get a different brief, basically. So we've all seen the brief for this year now, and I think it's no longer a secret. I've seen it on Twitter. So it's there's a little film for that and a kind of one screen, which gives you the brief. We actually gave, how many pages, Marcus? I think a PDF of some 20 pages. So that's kind of the opposite in terms of brief. Just like it's the opposite with the mentoring. You get no mentoring, but you get an elaborate brief. So we kind of turn things upside down here. And the brief is also set to kind of help people to make a difference in a kind of wicked problem. We like wicked problems in service design. And the wicked problem that we chose this year is plastic waste. We all know about that. And there's a Deep Jam brief on plastic waste going around the world at the moment for people to kind of find local solutions to this thorny problem. And we all know we have been working with our own agency and also with Marcus and Em in the past year on this topic. That actually thousands of solutions are necessary for this. So that's why we wanted to bring it into the jam as well, and to kind of see very different local solutions to this problem. So we're quite curious to see how that ends up on Sunday. And there's kind of one extra thing that I wanted to mention, which is that we really highlighted research as very important in this brief. We did a bit of research already for the jammers to give them a flying start. and then we encourage them to all do research and also upload that to the jam site. So we'll see all that research from all the world coming together, and that should be a really interesting collection.
Have you seen some of the first results, or do you have any idea how many people are participating in the Deep Jam, or is it something that we'll just know?
This is something Marcus may better answer.
Marcus.
Yeah, so we've seen actively contributing, I think, 12 jams. So they said, yes, we're going to do this, and we see the first results trickling in, the documentation on our submission platform. I also talked to a few of these teams, and we'll do some more check-ins tomorrow with the teams, and also get some, have the temperature and get some feedback. So I guess it will be, we had like 30 people or 30 jams that said, we're maybe doing it, or we're offering it if we have the people. But so up to now, we don't know exactly how many it's going to be. But 12, I know already because I've seen them.
Okay. Is there any maybe last-minute advice, Bess, that you want to share for the people who are still in the Deep Jam and have the last day to go? Any, words of wisdom?
Yeah, there is almost a day to go still, isn't it? I guess research that they have done themselves, they probably take a lot of inspiration from that, but they might want to take a look if they can find some research from other jammers in the Deep Jam as well, to kind of use that too, to get a different perspective on their idea.
So
exactly, yeah. There's a back channel where they can find each other. They know where that is.
Yeah, you know where that is. All right. So we have a few jams in. I think Dubai is here, Peru is here, Copenhagen is here. Boss, if you want to, and somebody else is joining, Priscilla. Boss, if you want to stick around, you're welcome. Otherwise, have a great day, and maybe we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you. I'll stick around for a bit.
Okay, cool. Then I'm going to mute you for a second. Oh, you did it yourself. Priscilla.
Hello, guys.
Hey,
how are you?
Where you're joining from? You're live on YouTube, by the way, so be careful with what you're saying.
Okay, good tip. We are from Brazil, south of Brazil.
Yeah. All right. And how is your jam going?
It's great. Guys are having a lot of fun. We have 40 people here. So we have a lot of fun. And about you?
I'm doing well. I'm really enjoying this. What is it? This PowerUp. Can you tell us a little bit about the location where you are? What kind of space? University, tech hub? Where are you hanging out?
We are in like a tech, not a tech hub. It's a company that deals with technology. So it's a really nice place. We can show you later.
Yeah, do. Yeah, please show us around.
Yeah, let's go.
I think it's possible to share the Zoom link for the AC space too.
Let's.
Okay.
It's easier. Okay.
All right, we're going to get a walkthrough in Brazil. And Adam is here. Let's mute that guy before he takes over the whole session. Adam, I'll be with you in a second. All right, Priscilla. Hey, Brazil. Cool, that's looking good. What are you? Yeah. That's looking good. How is the energy?
Okay, so we cannot hear you from there.
I can imagine. I was asking, how is the energy?
It's good. I think people like. I think it's funny. The challenge like so broad, like blue. That we have different teams working in so many different projects. So I think
cool.
Yeah,
let's hop over to some of the other jams. Awesome that you joined in. Feel free to stick around because we'll be here for quite a bit. So stick around if you want. Let's move over to the other. How shall we call him? Adam, you're live on YouTube. Now you need to unmute yourself. Oh man, The other button, the unmute button. Adam, you're live. Come on, Adam, unmute. No. Okay. Never mind. We'll move to Copenhagen. That was your turn. Winnie, are you ready? Let's. You also have to. Yes, there you are.
Yeah.
Utrecht calling Copenhagen. Like I said, this is something like the Eurovision Song Festival, only with better music. How is your jam going?
It's going good so far. People are very good and energetic.
And tell us a little bit about the energy at your jam. What is happening? And what kind of people are in?
Oh, we have everything from designers to no designers to professionals to still students. So yeah, every kind of, even industries, every kind of industries.
Okay. How did you get involved in the Service Design Jam? Service Jam.
Actually, last year was posted for people who wanted to volunteer, and why not? That sounds fun.
Why not? That's a good reason to join the jam. What are your expectations for tomorrow? How do you think tomorrow will go?
Yeah, our time schedule has been blowing up and down, changed a lot. But we've pushed our groups to go really fast. We've actually had the first round of testings today. The groups, they've been on the street, in the streets of Copenhagen, testing their concepts or whatever they came up with so far. So we're planning to send them out again tomorrow and see what changes there.
Can you? I think you moved your place. Can you show us around a little bit? Can you move around and show us the place where you are? Okay, so there we go. We're going to get a walkthrough in Copenhagen.
There is we're a little limited, so we went to the global reviewing place. I think the Trust Pilots. That's our hosts this year. Changed from last year. So people started leaving because, we told people
of course.
We had a program, and so people started leaving, but there's still a few people left. Some are just drinking beer. We're in Copenhagen, so we drink a lot of beer.
Drinking beer live on YouTube.
Yeah, and
there we go.
Then some are still jamming or hanging out, or so there's a little less activity than just 20 minutes.
Yeah,
here.
Of course. Okay. I'm going to, again, maybe to be back with you later, Winnie, because Kevin might also join in. And we're going to hop over to, let's try Dubai for a second. Thanks, Winnie, for the walkthrough. Kiran, you're muted and we're not seeing you. Let's see if we can establish a connection. Oh, Kiran can't hear anyone except for a few words, 2 or 3 minutes. Try to join again, Kiran. So let's see. Let's hope that will work. Maria, your turn. Show us around. I think it's Lima, right? Yeah,
yes,
and you also have
Lima, Peru.
Yeah, there you go. We hear you.
Okay.
How is the jam in Lima?
It was really cool because we have right now 70 people participating. We registered 300 people that want to participate in Lima Service Jam. So we choose 70 people, and right now they are prototyping or doing some research because it's our first time Lima Service Design community doing this jam in Peru.
And 300 people wanted to join, so you should have charged money for that, maybe you actually did.
Yeah, if they want to participate, we make a form to know the people who want to join us, and we choose 80 people, and right now are 70. And maybe I can show you.
Yeah. Show us around. That's what we want here.
Okay. Let me see there, the organizers. Renzo.
Hey, you're live on YouTube.
We're a lot of our participants right now. Hola, chicos. Estamos ahorita en una transmisión con Mark. Digan hola.
Hola.
Si quieren contar su experiencia en el Service Design Show, es un podcast.
And right now, they are doing some research.
Have you been on the streets? Are people participating in the deep jam at your place?
It's a university right now. We are working in the innovation lab in this university. We have different rooms. Right now we have 6 of these groups right here, and they are in another room too if you want to see. And maybe one of our participants can tell you more about how they are feeling, how they are going with their project, if you want.
Yeah, let's do one. No, let's not do too many because we have more gems. So let's pick one. Surprise somebody.
Okay. I can hear you right now. My screen is like...
We have to improvise.
Okay, let me see. It's okay. Can you hear me right now?
Yeah, I hear you. We hear you. The internet is hearing you loud and clear.
Okay. If you want to know some people right now, or maybe...
Yeah, let's do it. Let's just pick one.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
¿Quién quiere hablar? English. English, please. Okay, Sarah, let's go. Put your headphones.
Okay.
And
all right.
Mark.
Hi.
Hey, who are you?
Fine.
What's your name?
I'm Sarah.
Hey, welcome to the Global Service Jam PowerUp. How are you feeling today?
Well, we're really enthusiastic and a little bit anxious about everything.
Well, why did you decide to join the Global Service Jam? Why are you jamming today and this weekend?
Well, I am a service designer. I work in a bank, and I love to share experiences with other people.
And how is your team? And you can be honest with me.
They are great. I'm learning a lot from them. They're like really enthusiastic. We have planned like everything, our schedule. We're a little late, but we're doing great. Yeah.
What is the biggest lesson for you so far? Oh man, I'm firing questions like rapid fire here. So this is the final question for you. What is your biggest lesson so far?
Lesson. Like to be like really open and yes, like be really open and not to start thinking about solutions, but I know.
Yeah, that's fine.
To accept all the ideas. Yes, yes.
Okay, I'll leave you up to continue your jam and have fun in Lima. And maybe we'll see each other tomorrow. Who knows? Because tomorrow we have PowerUp number 3. Let's move over to the guy with the other headset who's sitting in the dark and looking like an organizer. Adam.
Okay. Thank you.
Sorry.
Now you need to unmute. Thanks for yes, there we go.
Hi there. Hi there.
Your jam is looking like it's a party, man.
Well, I'm at home in my little office here, and I like to sit in the dark. That's the kind of guy I am, you know.
Yeah, compared to the previous editions.
That's right. That's right. So our headquarters is spread around the world this time. We don't have a focus point, so we're all jamming wherever we are. So I'm just at home. Makes it nice and easy. Sometimes I jam in the bathtub, which is really nice, but I'll show you that picture.
That is nice. But my question, Adam, was, and you're dodging it, but how is this jam different, or how does it compare to the previous editions? Is there anything...
Well, I think it seems to be the biggest one ever. We're just checking the final numbers of jams, but it looks like we beat our previous record, which is fantastic. The deep jam thing is very, very exciting as well. I think that's really interesting to have that. And really, you might say this is a bit of a reboot for the jams. We have put a little more attention on trying to reach out to different types of jammers with the deep jam, for example. We are trying to do some research around the jam as well to try and make it better for people. So you might say we've professionalized it a little bit. We're trying to still keep it open, so it's still all volunteer run, apart from a very small little back office help that we have now. But it's a little, we're trying to reach. Yeah, we're coming up for our 10th year very soon, and it can be easy to get complacent. So we're trying to put a bit more focus on the jam this time and make it bigger and better for people.
Bigger and better for people. I don't know. How is your energy? Because not having sort of the central hub over a headquarter where you are interacting with other.
Yeah, it's very different.
People.
It's very different. Yeah, sure. And it's very nice to be in the location of a jam. We've had headquarters before in lots of places. I'm just thinking of some of them: Bangalore, Turku, twice in Colombia. We visit our colleagues down the road in Munich sometimes. But being inside the space with jammers all around you is really, really exciting, of course. But it gets very, very hard towards the end. Let's imagine that you're in Germany doing this, and your jam winds down, the one around you winds down, everyone's kind of tired and going home and that kind of feeling, and you're still trying to be yeah for the guys in America, yeah, because they're still in the middle of their jam. So it's in some ways it's easier to be a little bit outside it, because you can try and be sort of a more balance over the nearly 100 hours that the jam lasts for us. But I also miss it. I miss the fun of being in a location with jammers around me, of course.
Do you have, and I asked this question to Marcus yesterday, not sure if we have an answer on that, but any idea how many jams are participating for the first year this time?
That's hard to say, because sometimes we get a jam in a city that's familiar, but it's a brand new team, you know. So it's quite hard for us to track also. We don't see all the names of the team members, but I get a feeling that we have a good number of new jams every year. I think it's, I don't know, a quarter to a third of new teams. We've certainly got some cities this year we've not seen before, and that's really fantastic. For the first time, we've got 3 jams in Africa. That's always been a thing which I've been really
which cities do you know on top of your
yeah, so we have Cape Town, Johannesburg, and Gaborone in Botswana. So it's all down in the southern part of Africa, in the bottom third, if you like. And of those, Botswana's been going for some years. Really cool group there around Yaoundé at the university. Yeah, but 2 new ones in South Africa, so that's or fairly new. So that's really, really great. I would love to see more jams in Africa.
Yeah, and it's really interesting because I can see, of course, the numbers of the viewers for the Service Design Show and the podcast listeners, and I'm seeing people from Africa listening and watching the show. So there must be an audience there that is interested in this.
I hope so. Baz talked before about wicked problems, and all the world's faced by those wicked problems. Sometimes they seem sharpest in places like Africa, where there are challenges we don't have in other parts of the world. So it's great to see that being adopted down there.
Makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. Let's try to connect with Dubai once again. Kiran, let's see if we can get you on. I think we're not seeing you yet, and you're saying that you're hearing static and silence. So I think we might have some issues connecting to Dubai this year. That's too bad. I wanted to see what's going on in Dubai. Yesterday we got a little glimpse of what's going in Riyadh, and it is crazy. That is crazy. I see hosts walking around in tuxedos there. Mahmoud, you're doing an amazing job. So no Dubai yet. Try to reconnect, whatever. Try another network maybe, Kiran. You're always welcome to join. We'll hang out for a few more minutes here. Let's move over to, what shall we do? Shall we, boss, I'm going to surprise you for one more time today. There we go. Yes, I'm here. Have you actually participated in a jam yourself?
Not this year, but in previous years, I've been mentor many times in both London and Amsterdam. And that's really, and several of the people actually developing the Deep Jam. Some of my colleagues in London, for instance, Han Chin, she also was part of the London team for many years. So we definitely used a lot of the experience of mentoring previous jams and hosting jams for the Deep Jam, actually.
And how is it not to be part of, and not to be like the full into the jam than being on a distance for you.
Yeah,
do you feel the vibe a little bit?
It's a bit weird this year, yeah. So, as I said before, we had this idea, there is a group of jammers who doesn't need any mentoring. But of course, since this is a kind of shitty first prototype, we weren't quite sure. So we did actually create a back channel and a roster of people creating the Deep Jam to be able to kind of coach people around the world from home, actually. Some people in Dundee, some people in the Netherlands, some people in Germany, in the UK. So we had a team, but we have had hardly any questions. So that part of the prototype and the pilot we can dump next year easily.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Let's give Dubai one more try. Thanks, boss. Kina, let's see. You're probably relogging in a different ID. Let's see what happens. Nah, still a black screen, right? Nah, blah. The internet gods are not being kind to us today. So I'm going to move over to Priscilla from. It's Brazil, but it has a beautiful name. What's the name of your city, Priscilla? And you need to unmute yourself. Yeah, and unmute that button, the other button. You need to press the button. The button. Where is the button? You need to unmute? Yes. Yes, there we go.
We were going live with other places in Brazil as well, so that's why it's like a mess right now. Because we are speaking with you guys and with people from Latin America and Brazil at the same time.
What city are you in? Because I think you're
Florianopolis is an island.
Florianopolis. How about that for a name? And I'm here in Utrecht, man.
Island in the south of Brazil is a really nice place.
Yeah, look it up on Google Maps. It's just amazing. It's like an island in the Atlantic Ocean, something like that.
It's close to the coast. You can fly a bridge. It's fine. We are not isolated.
Why are you jamming this year? And this is how many times have you participated in a jam?
Actually, I have participated in one jam that was in Curitiba. That's another city. And then last year we had a jam here. I didn't participate. But then this year we decided to organize because we are doing a lot of, we're trying to do one event per month so people can get to know more about the service design approach and experience this approach. I think it's different if you read, it's different than if you apply. So
yeah, definitely.
So we are seeing like people that it's so different when you see it working and when you just seeing cases or reading books.
What kind of people have joined you this year? So where are the jammers coming from? Students, business? What type of people are?
Yeah, we have more students, but we have some professionals as well. They have different skills. I think we have a lot of designers. I think it's, but we have like a business, people from business, like people from technology background as well. So now we are having coffee break. If you can see it.
You need to do some exercises to get the energy flowing again.
Yeah, that's true. But we are food for them, so I think we need to feed people as well.
That's true. Food and drinks, that always helps. All right, thanks, Priscilla.
Later.
Yeah, have fun jamming, and maybe we'll see each other tomorrow.
Okay.
Maria from bye. Maria, are you still here? Yeah, there you are. So, what was your first reaction when you heard the team yesterday?
The first thing that we do, because of these people are really new, maybe one or two meet each other, and the members, we started with an exercise to meet all the people. We do something like children's games to make some feel comfortable, and play together, to know each other, because it's our first time doing this, and all of the people here don't know more about service design. It's very, very new in Peru, so we have to create a really good group and create a lot of culture. So right now, we mix these games with all the phases or prototyping or research to make a good connection each group and with all the organizers and all the mentors that are helping right now. So our first day was very, very difficult. I was really, really nervous and very, very anxious, but I think that it works very well. People have had fun and make connections, and right now they are working together. So I think that we did it right.
And that's interesting. You said you just started playing games with each other, and I think that's a really interesting way to start a jam, just to play some games and to get to know each other, and to know what your teammates are about.
For example, we make like a journey of the event, and we have only a first step that it begins with people arrives to the place and they sit alone, or maybe look at their phones and don't speak with other people. Like it's like an uncomfortable moment. So we do some dynamics or some exercise to make the icebreaker so they can connect and interact. And this is how we make, for example, another events that we are working, because with the community works to like the service design drinks all the months, every month, so we can make this interaction, and we try to do these examples in the jam to understand and prototype a better event right now.
Yeah, so you're going to basically extend the jam after the jam by continuing with. Oh, that's really smart. That's really smart. Yeah, because you have 300 people who are interested, so you need to organize something for the rest of the people, right?
Yes, and for example, it helps us a lot because we can understand the different type of people, because we have right now in Peru we don't have like courses or masters or specializations in service design. So we are a lot of different areas like communications, engineer, there are psychologists, and they have another kind of interaction maybe. So we want to combine all these mixture, all these skills to make a very good culture in our groups. So now we are working like this. I think that they are working and doing a great job right here. We want to share their projects soon. We want to see their projects soon.
Are you also participating in one of the teams, or are you just running the show and trying to make sure that everybody is fed and has drinks?
Yes, I'm just running. I participated in a jam in Peru 2 years ago. So I had the experience, so I wanted to share the experience with the community. So now I'm like the organizer with my team. So I'm running everywhere, checking everything's okay, and sharing my experience and make some networking with people they want to know more about the community, service design, and this jam.
Okay, that's really cool. I'm really cool to be in this PowerUp and seeing things happening in Latin America, seeing things in Europe, seeing things in almost Dubai. Seeing this really gives a little bit of sense what is going on with the jam. But we should be able to get much more jams in the coming years, probably. Marcus, do you want to share some final thoughts, maybe some words of encouragement for the people who still have a day to go, still the opportunity to actually make something out of this this weekend?
I think if you still have time, build something that you can test. Build it and don't limit yourself. Sometimes we see these tools that we have, and they're quite playful. There is, a box of Lego, and there might be some Play-Doh, and some people think, okay, maybe I can do a bit of a representation of my idea. But really try to push that boundary and challenge yourself. What can you do to fake that experience? So, some users don't even see the difference. That might be using some theatrical tools, rehearsal techniques, building an advertisement that actually looks like it's real, stuff like that. Maybe use some Wizard of Oz prototyping where you kind of have a team working hard behind the scenes to send messages as if it was coming from a system or from a real service desk. Whatever it is,
make it real. Make it real.
There's many things that you can do if you choose to go down that rabbit hole, but usually don't limit yourself.
Don't limit yourself. We're really curious to see if we can get a glimpse of what happened tomorrow and if people were actually able to make it real. So good tips for Priscilla, for Winnie, and for Kieran to show us tomorrow what you did. I think we're going to sort of wrap up. We had a few viewers joining us live. I saw Jonty, who was jamming in South Africa, who was watching us today. Maybe he can join in live tomorrow. Thomas, Gary, Julian, of course. Awesome that you were watching, guys. Really nice. We'll be back tomorrow with the final PowerUp session of the Global Service Jam. We'll see if everybody is still alive and what the experience was, and sort of do a wind down, a cooling down of the jam. I want to thank everybody who participated today. Adam, Bas, Kieran, Priscilla, Winnie. I don't know if I forgot somebody, but thank you all. Have a lot of fun tomorrow and have a sleep, rest. I don't know what to say, but anyway, big wave. See you all, and see you all tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Mark.
Have fun, everybody. Good jamming.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye.